Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about from the 50th of May and to 23 of August what I've been reading and what I received. I received a couple of books. I'm not going to dwell much on them. Um, they're not that big of a deal. They are like mass paperback or something like that. Nothing major. But I received a trilogy that I bought. These are by Stephen Arion. They are the broken binding editions. They are. This is. Alternate history kind of about the Mongol hordes. There are some historical elements. I don't believe it's totally historical. I believe it will go to um, historical to non-historical events like, but that's I guess it's the Middle Age, so probably not that much thing existed. So this one is number 183 out of 1000. I'm gonna now see the difference. Then the second book is 183 out of 750. It's I don't know if you can see there the number, but believe me when I say it's 750. And now the last book is I'm not the same number because these are bought. The two previous were bought by someone internet, and this one was bought via website. This is number 454 out of 500. So each book, um, it dwindled. Um, 250 novels. I guess that's expected. I don't know if that's expected or not, but beautiful article with hints like the Persian elements, I guess, and some kind of Mongol. But I guess these are like the Persian because we have in Portugal some old stuff from the mosques, and they have like this kind of drawings. So probably it's Persian, Islamic. I don't know. Then I did receive three more novels that finish my collection of Jeffrey A. Barlow. He is a writer that does this kind of alternate history. So basically, Earth was never left the ice age, and society evolved differently. England still went to the US to colonize, but I think things are different there as well with the Indian and such. But there are like still saber-toothed mammoths and so on, and these are like dark fantasy or elements with a mystery novel. They are beautiful covers from paintings from the probably the 18th century, 19th century. And the writing, the way it's writing, and I've seen this everywhere. It's like the writing is pretty good and difficult for a non-speaker. uh, where time goes is the it's like old stuff, the thing in the clothes, and hooting grange. I believe it's like a farm. No, not a farm, like a house with farms around it. Hooting is the the sound that the howl does, I guess. But the way it is presented, this kind of books, is like they have a writing from Mark Twain and other authors from that period. It's quite different. And I remember trying to read back when I got the first book back in 2001 or 2, and I could not do it. My English changed, of course, my understanding of English changed, so probably that's it. Now, in terms of what I've been reading, that's why you are here. I did finish Bang Bang, this horror book. It's a very fast-paced horror book about a world where all kind of diseases are gone, and humanity has achieved some kind of immortality. But unfortunately, there are people that are not happy with it because they will go hungry because they have no jobs, like the undertakers. And so two friends, two people that work in the Undertaker house, they try. Okay, let's kill some people. But the killing of people, they become mass murders because their people won't die. And the way they do it, it's with this hammer in the head. So now you can only kill someone with the head, with destroying the brain, because any part of the body, it can be reconstructed. um, there are a lot of flaws in this book, like there are no more deaths, but he explains that poor people can't achieve immortal because they don't have the money to buy this kind of this cure. um, I mean, if people can destroy the brain, why have been more mass killings or killings about, but instead of the body, killing of the brain? So he dwells on that a bit, but not that much. That explains why nobody uh, is killing anyone. It has FBI presented as well when they achieved 100 killing mark. It's a very funny book, and it throws some kind of throwback in the end. I really enjoyed this novel. It's a fast-paced novel. It's nothing major. You'll not be, oh, wow, this is my favorite album. No, it will not be. But it serves its purpose of entertaining you. So yeah, that was my first read. My second read, it's a name I can probably, I don't know if I can say it in YouTube, but whatever, I'm going to say part of it. Alien Space Tentacles Stuff. And this is by Peter Crowder, which is an author that deals with first contact books. He has like 30 books dealing with first contact, and all of them are quite different. Sometimes this human that goes to the outer space and find, sometimes is on Earth, sometimes he tries to give some comeback. They probably are here since ever, and so on. It's very different. In this case, it's not what you expect here with this kind of stuff. There is no here in this book, but basically, a guy lives in a house, and his neighbors are aliens with bodies of humans, and they are trying to, well, just observe. They are like observers, alien observers of Earth, like we do in with monkeys or ants. They will do with humans. They said them sometimes, they hint that they have been here for 300 years, and sometimes they help, they help humanity going in the right direction, like Einstein and so on. It's a very cool. Both of these two books I mentioned are very, very funny. This one is a lot of funny moments. This is not normal. I read already three books by Peter Connor, and this is the first one that it's funny, but funny in an interesting way. It reminded me of an episode I saw. I believe it was in Star Trek, that you have this kind of scientists in a world, but they are hidden, not amongst. They are hidden, and they will observe how society is growing. It's very funny. I really enjoyed it. And now the last book I read, I made a video about this, but I deleted because it was too big. But I am not going to speak much more about it. But basically, I read this one. This one is Jasper T. Scott by the Night Stalkers, the extinction event. So basically, Earth is invaded by this kind of beings, these monsters that will kill humanity. We've got this hero, Adam, and his family that are trying to survive. And um, after the first 50 pages, the book flows so fast, because the letters are so big, and it's a thriller. It's read like a thriller, fast-paced thriller. I read this mammoth 460 pages in 3 days, and I could read it into probably if I wanted. Jasper Scott is a very a writer that writes a lot of books. I'm surprised he can write so much, and although there are some flaws in this book, so my problem with the book is that this is a book like I wanted something like this. Humanity is well being thrown back in his own world with aliens and so on. So you got these monsters, as I said, that hunt, and the story jumps 8 years where humanity has live in these conclaves, in these like cities with walls and so on. Some thrive, some not, and there are some ranch that feed these cities, and cities provide normal stuff to them, and so on. Among these places, around this place, there are these monsters that destroy, and there are some other aliens. They are terraforming stuff, terraforming Earth, and these people saw something that hints that there are human collaborators, so they are going to the city and tell the governor of the old Texas, um, and stuff happens. Majority of the book is there. So what I think about this? Okay, so I enjoyed the book. It's a fast-paced thriller with not that much sci-fi elements, more thriller than sci-fi, and it doesn't answer any questions about what are these monsters, what are their purpose, what are their connection with the aliens that are forming Earth. Probably you will explain in the next book. There are two books in the series, but it doesn't answer anything. This it just answers or hints that there are some other place people are living to another planet. There are like human collaborators, as I said, and I think that this is a book like you read, don't think, don't ask, just read. It's like that movie from that you hear in the Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. I don't know in your country if that isn't a thing. Here in Portugal, it is, and you forget about it in the Monday. Monday, you no longer remember what you read. This is just like that. You read, you forgot. So I did end to enjoy. I'm worried because I bought a lot of his books, but he entertains me. Okay, it's nothing major that make me think, but entertains. I believe that's the purpose of a book. No, sometimes you want something more that make you think, or philosophical, or some questions that hint something that happens in humanity. Like okay, and sometimes you just want things to be well fast and don't think about it, and that's what I think here. So in conclusions, I gave this book a 3.5 stars, um, and I'm probably going to read in the next month the sequel. So yeah, that's it from me. I'm currently just ending Spiral Dawn, which is unfortunately because I think I'm not enjoying the book as much as I hope, because I noticed that there are like 12 books in this series, short stories and books, and this was the last one. So yeah, probably I'm not enjoying this as much as I hoped because of it. I'm all I was starting reading. I start reading this in April. I'm halfway there, almost halfway there, and my goal is to the end of the year, not year, the month, to read this one, to finish this one. Probably if I can finish Border as well. All of three, all Border and Night Stalkers have the same premise: invasion, alien invasion. But this one is more philosophical, more interesting characters and so on, and that one not that much. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you all. Have a great day. And if you feel, I mean, if you feel this about some books, do tell me. Are these books worth of reading? I mean, books that you don't think, you just read them. That's it. I don't know. Kind of hot.